The Weed of the Week is sponsored by the Enlist Weed Control System from Dow AgroSciences, a new herbicide and trait system that will build on glyphosate.
Your farm tells a story, one that continues with the decisions you make. Introducing the Enlist Weed Control System, an advanced herbicide and trait system that will build on glyphosate for exceptional control of tough weeds. The next chapter begins.
Our Weed of the Week is common burdock.
Standing along this tree grove here off to my right is probably the first place in my entire life that I saw common burdock. I was running through the grass and all of a sudden I've got these burrs stuck to my pant legs and even stuck to the dog that I was running around with out in the grass. And I was like, man, that dog's got these burrs all over his fur, and oh man, I've got them all over my pant legs too. What in the world did this come from? And I saw the weed. It looked to me like rhubarb a little bit, but I certainly knew it wasn't rhubarb. It was burdock, common burdock. And out in tree groves, this is a weed that we like to try and control either early in the spring or late in the fall, after the trees have dropped their leaves or before they're really starting to put them on. Common burdock is a weed that will be out there, and so we can get it with a good shot of 2,4-D and do a nice job controlling the weed without having to worry about injuring trees.
Yeah, because the problem is when you're in tree groves, we have a lot of injury issues with just about any herbicide, and 2,4-D does vaporize. It is going to move up. You can spray in the middle of the summer. It's just you might drop leaves off trees. You're probably not going to kill the tree or anything, but whoever owns that tree grove is not going to be real happy.
Well, fortunately, we don't see burdock out in cultivated fields very often, if ever. But if you did, you could start out with a good Roundup burn down. You could mix some Sencor with that ahead of soybeans. That does a pretty nice job. In corn, we really like dicamba. It's been a good product controlling burdock. Status has been even a little bit better. And then in wheat, we don't see a lot of common burdock out in wheat. If you're using Sharpen as a burn down pre, you're going to do a fantastic job on common burdock.
And Husky'd probably be my choice post-emerge. Well, once again, that is our Weed of the Week, common burdock, and that's all the time we have for this week's weed. But stay tuned, Iron Talk is coming up next.